2017 was a year where United Hatzalah saw more accomplishments take place in the organization than ever before, and we did it all on a $13 million budget. Let's look back at this incredible year of saving lives in Israel and around the world. In 2017, over 290,000 people were treated with an average response time of 3 minutes, and in major cities, less than 90 seconds. By the end of December, we will have 4,000 volunteer first responders. We trained 18,500 members of the public in community CPR classes and hosted more than 300 groups and families at our headquarters to learn about our life-saving work. Orange is the new color of life-saving, and we went through a complete rebranding to match the color of the orange vests that our volunteers wear. These Angels in Orange were honored with a mega event in Tel Aviv, during which we added 180 new orange ambicycles to our fleet. United Hatzalah was declared an official disaster and emergency response agency of Israel. We received a license from the U.S. National Registry of EMTs as the only Israel entity to train and certify EMTs for the United States. And we were certified by the American Heart Association as an official training center in Israel. To keep up with the ever-increasing volume of emergency calls, United Hatzalah opened the Helmsley Trust National Dispatch and Command Center. This state-of-the-art facility serves as the centerpiece of the new United Hatzalah National Headquarters in Jerusalem. In addition, a teaching and visitors auditorium and fully outfitted bomb shelter are nearing their completion and will soon be ready for a naming opportunity for anyone that wants to make their mark on saving lives. There are 300,000 plus stories from 2017, but our story of the year happened on the first night of Sukkot, when a 2-year-old baby fell into a small pond behind his family's sukkah. With 90 seconds of the parents discovering the unconscious child, a United Hatzalah volunteer arrived on scene to begin treating the baby. After strenuous resuscitation efforts, the volunteers were relieved when the baby finally woke up some 6 hours later. Thanks to the efforts of the volunteers, the baby not only had no brain damage, he was able to dance on stage at the annual United Hatzalah Sukkot concert just a few days later. We are expanding internationally to support the incredible work in Israel. Our U.S. Young Leadership Board was launched with 55 outstanding board members. Camp Rescue, a summer Israel experience run in conjunction with NCSY, will bring teens to Israel in the summer of 2018 for a fun trip where they also learn what it's like to be a United Hatzalah volunteer. Additionally, we have tens of thousands of people following and engaging with us on social media and digital platforms. Our impact outside of Israel also spread to Texas and Florida as teams of our search and rescue units and psychotrauma crisis and response unit raced to help those tragically affected by Hurricanes Harvey and Irma. United Rescue in Jersey City, our first U.S. operational city, now has over 100 diverse volunteers that have been trained and are saving lives thanks to the Israeli model of life-saving. Our model is now in 7 countries worldwide. United Hatzalah received important recognition for our work this year, including a We Work Creators Award and an Innovation Award from the Council of European Rabbis for our creation of the Moskowitz Life Compass Dispatch application technology. Our unique psychotrauma crisis and response unit now has more than 250 volunteer responders. The unit has treated thousands of people suffering from psychological stress resulting from trauma in this past year alone. Our 10 Kavod program now serves over 590 citizens who receive weekly visits to monitor their medical health and provide much-needed companionship. And we launched our Beit HaMitnadev project to create a network of training centers, which are named by donors in local communities. We now have 26 ambu-cars on the road in Israel. We also have 11 ambu-tractors in desert terrain areas, 4 new mini-lances, a total of 650 ambu-cycles, 2 ambu-boats, 32 ambulances, and 26 ambu-bikes. Our expected budget for 2018 is $18 million. As United Hatzalah is entirely based on the support of donors, the increase of the operational budget are weighing heavily on the current resources of the organization. Without significant support and operational changes, United Hatzalah will have an extremely difficult time continuing its life-saving operations. This year, we face some very critical challenges. The first challenge is unlike anything the organization has faced to date. The communication devices that the volunteers currently use to communicate with the dispatch center will stop working in the next few months due to the closing of the national network on which they run. We are currently undertaking the replacement of all of the existing volunteer push-to-talk 2G phones with cutting-edge 4G communication devices. The phone we chose, the Bluebird device, has been specially designed for United Hatzalah volunteers. The second challenge is to build headquarters with the recent purchase of our headquarters building in Jerusalem. United Hatzalah can finally build a true national home for life-saving in Israel. Funding is urgently needed to continue construction and finish the building that will be our command and training center for volunteers across Israel, as well as the cornerstones of the building and other training classrooms which have yet to be funded and named. Finally, all of our volunteers need continual refresher training and replacement equipment to continue their efforts to save lives. Each volunteer costs the organization $2,600 per year to train and equip. We want to recognize and remember a great loss the organization experienced this year, Effie Gadassi. This beloved volunteer was tragically killed while he was on his way to saving someone's life. United Hatzalah started a fund to help support his 3 orphaned boys who are left without a father. It is thanks to your support that United Hatzalah is able to save so many lives in Israel and around the world. Let's make sure that the organization has everything they need for a successful 2018 year ahead.